Everyone, let's continue solve general ledger under the problem of Fontanoza Laundry Services. Again, here are the following chart of accounts, and let's use this one in recording and in the journalizing, and of course we'll be using this one in posting to the ledger. Okay, so here are the following problems from March 1 to 30, and of course this is journalized to general journal, this following transactions, and we are done with general journal. So let's proceed to general ledger. Okay, so I'm going to highlight the general journal since we are done with general journal. Okay, so here are the following uh, solution of the general journal. We have page 1 and 2. Okay, so okay, and let's proceed to general ledger. So this I already provided the solution of the general ledger under the problem of Fontanoza Laundry Services, because it might be time consuming if I'm going to post to refer to the journal entries and post uh, in the general ledger. So therefore, for me to shorten the time, so I already indicated there the solution, or I already posted in the general ledger, and all I have to do now is to discuss why I posted here. Okay, so now question, ma'am, where did you get general ledger? How did you solve general ledger? Why is it there's a lot of data here? Okay, so first and foremost, if we're going to post in the general ledger, so you should uh, indicate first all the account numbers and accounting titles, no, and what page is the account title belong. So that's our first task to do. Indicate first the account number, account title here until the last, and let's base on the chart of accounts. So as again, di ba, I told you that you should apply or use the account numbers and its accounting titles, which is the particulars under the assets, revenue, liabilities, expenses, and owner's equity. So since this is chronological or systematically ordered na, so you should follow this one. 111 till 114, 221, 223 until 223, 331 until 333, 441 and until 559. So that's the order. Okay, so first, okay, cash in bank. So the account number of the cash in bank, no? So 111. Okay, go to the general ledger. Okay, so 111, then cash in bank. So this is page 1 since uh, cash in bank is first accounting title. Then next is 112 accounts receivable, then page 2. So here, accounts receivable 112, so that's second, no? Kaduha. Then estimated uncollectible accounts 112A. Even if you never use this account, or you wasn't able to use this account yet, no? So you need to post that to the general ledger, because if there will be additional information that uh, I'm going to give to you by the next meeting, so it's easy for you to fill in the data, no? So let's go back to the general ledger. Okay, so 112A, account title estimated uncollectible account. So that's page 3. And there's no data yet since we don't have additional information of the problem. Okay, but we can use this one by next meeting. Okay, next, accounting title at after is estimated and collectible accounts. So we have laundry supplies 113. Okay, laundry supplies 113 and page 4. And so as I mentioned earlier that you should input all the account number and its particulars, no assets until owner's equity until uh expenses 599559. Okay, so same procedure here. Okay, same procedure, no, so I will no longer uh, one by one, no, so since it is clear already that you should input all the account numbers and account title, no, so and also the pages. So okay, so diba, I include already the accrued advertising, and we have the okay, income and expense summary 333 page 12 441 laundry income, page 13, so 551 uncollectible accounts, page 14, 552 the depreciation expense, page 15, and so on. So we have how many accounting titles for us to determine how many accounting titles used in this transaction. Okay, so we have page 22. So we have 22 accounting titles. So you're going to check if how many accounting titles is given by the chart of accounts. Okay? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So 22 account titles. Okay, so since we are done with the general journal, so our task for today is to post the journal entries to the general ledger. Okay, so on March 1, 2024, March 1, so debit cash in bank 850,000. So go to the ledger. Okay, 850,000 debit. So 2024 March 1, initial investment by the owner, since that's a starting day of, or that's the starting point of Miss Gius Fontanoza. She start to invest or to create or to start her business. Okay, so 850,000, so debit, and put reference JJ1, General Journal 1. Okay, so General Journal or JG1 is our folio or our reference number. And where did you get JJ? So that's General Journal page 1 in the journal entries. No, so this is page 1 under page 1. So therefore you indicate the page 1 here, JJ, General Journal 1. So ma'am, why is it we need to put JG1? So we need to put the reference number here for us to easily check if there will be some error in the problem if you cannot balance. So it's easy for you to refer to General Journal page 1, and it's really important that you should also indicate the particulars, which is the explanation of your journal entries, for you to determine also some errors in the General Journal. Maybe you cannot balance under if you cannot balance until financial position, so, or if there will be some errors in the trial balance, so it's easy for you to recheck. Okay, so 850,000 debit. So what's your value parted with is J Fontanoza Capital, 850,000. So you should write or record or post into J Fontanoza Capital. So you're going to find out the account title of J Fontanoza Capital. So again, you should indicate year 2024 since this is the first transaction that you're going to post. So you should indicate year, month, and date, March 1. Initial investment by the owner. So what would be your debit here? Your debit initial investment by the owner is your explanation. So it should also the same with your value parted with for you to determine easily. Okay? So initial investment by the owners, JG1, since that's page 1, and 850,000. Okay, so next transaction is laundry supplies debit on March 2, 90,000. Credit accounts payable, 90,000 to record laundry supplies on credit. Okay, so laundry supplies, you're going to record 90,000. Okay, that's the time that you are purchasing a laundry supplies for you to start your business. Okay, so 2024 March 2, laundry supplies on credit, since that's your obligation, that your oral promise to pay. You are promising to your supplier that you're going to pay that according to the agreed due date, no? So that's JG1 because that's belong to page 1, no? And 90,000. So what's your value parted with? Your credit is accounts payable, so find out the accounts payable account title and uh, post it to the account title, the credit. Okay, credit 2024 March 2, laundry supplies on credit, JG1, 90,000. Okay, so next transaction we have March 3, laundry equipment, uh, 150,000, cash in bank 150,000 to record payment for laundry machine. So laundry equipment, so find the account title of laundry equipment. Laundry equipment. Okay, so 2024 March 3, payment for laundry machine. Since you are purchasing a laundry machine for you to start your laundry business. So that's JG1, 150,000. Okay, so what's your value parted with? Okay, cash. So since your credit is cash in bank, so go to the cash in bank. So record 2024 credit, right? 2024 March 3, payment for laundry machine, JG1, 150,000. Okay, so next problem, we have a um, March 4 transaction, debit to accounts receivable 80,000, credit laundry income 80,000 to record services on credit. So that's our explanation. So go to the accounts receivable. Okay, so 2024 March 4 services on credit, JG1, 80,000. So since belong man is sa page 1 sa general journal, so JG1. So what's your credit? Okay, laundry. Okay, so is it laundry income? Okay, where is it? Okay, if we're going to check laundry income, so Where is the account title of laundry income? Okay, so credit, right? So this is the time that your customers is asking a debt or nangutang sa imuha, no? Nangutang sa imuha, magpalabada sa siya and bayaran ra niya sa iyahang tingsweldo or kung nanay mo na siya kwarta, no? So for example kinsinas or katapusan mubayad siya, so that's the time that if you are the owner, you receive a oral promise to pay to your customers and you serve or you render service to your clients or customers. So therefore, we record the credit, no? 2024 March 4 services on credit JG1 80,000. So what would be your debit amount? So mo po yung credit amount, di ba? So that's our credit amount 80,000 and a little bit checking, no, the debit is account receivable 80,000 services on credit last March 4. Okay, next transaction. March 10, taxes and licenses and cash in bank 4,000 and to record payment for taxes and licenses. Okay, find out the account title of taxes and licenses. Okay, taxes and licenses. Okay, so taxes and licenses 557 page 20. Then 2024 March 10 payment for taxes and licenses. So we are specific here so that we could identify if what kind of expenses we are paying for. So page JJ1 4,000. Okay, so your credit is cash in bank. So cash in bank payment March 10, so payment for taxes and licenses JG1 4,000. So have you observed there's no more month indicated here, only the date, no, for us to not redundant, no, dili na ta magbalik-balik, so only the date and it should be systematically. So sunod gyud na siya, dili siya maguna sa March 30, so magkauwahi ang March 3, so no, it should be order. Okay, so next transaction we have J Fontanoza drawing, and we have debit 10,000, cash in bank credit 10,000 to record withdrawal by the owner. So that's the time that the owner J Fontanoza withdrawing cash for her personal use. So Fontanoza drawing, find the Fontanoza drawing. Okay, Fontanoza drawing. So therefore you post here 2024 March 12 withdrawal by the owner or owner's withdrawal. So it depends upon how you state your explanation. JJ1 and 10,000. So your credit is cash in bank. So cash in bank is March 12 withdrawal by the owner JJ1 10,000. Okay. So next transaction, so March 17, so debit to cash in bank 100,000, notes payable 100,000. So to record issued 15-day note for borrowed money. Okay, so cash in bank. So try to look at cash in bank. So debit in March 17 issued a 15-day note for borrowed money. So JG1 100,000. And what's your credit, no? So is credit is notes payable. So pangitaon nimo ang notes payable. So notes payable. Okay. Okay, 2024 March 17 issued a 15-day note for borrowed money, JG1 100,000. Okay. Okay, so next problem, next transaction. Okay, so since we have two transaction in the 17, and you don't need to write the what do you call this one, the date, so that's understandable. That's belong to transaction number 17. Okay, so the debit is interest expense 1,000, so cash in bank 1,000. So to record bank interest payment, so there was a interest charges in the bank, no, so amounting to 1,000. Okay, so interest expense, so interest expense, so under the expenses accounting title, so we have interest expense 2024 March 17, payment for bank interest GG1 1,000. Okay, so and credit cash. Okay, so go to the cash in bank. So cash in bank is our accounting title use. So March 17, payment for bank interest JG1 1,000. Okay, so next transaction, we have 21, March 21, cash in bank is a debit, 45,000, credit accounts receivable, 45,000, to record partial collection of accounts. Okay, so cash in bank 45,000 and accounts receivable. Cash in bank 45,000. So March 21, partial collections of accounts JG1 45,000. So this is the time that you are collecting the debt of your customers. So nagpartial ang imuhang customer sa imong girender nga service sa laundry business, no, katong nag laundry service kanila, so giunahan kag 45,000. So what's your value parted with? Okay, so accounts receivable para makuhaan tong utang sa imong customers. Okay, so accounts receivable. Okay, so March 21. Okay, so what's the error here? Okay, so you forget to write day to year. Okay, write the year because the checking here is itemized. So March 21, March 21. So partial collection of accounts JG1 45,000. Okay, so next transaction. Okay, so 25, on March 25, debit accounts payable 60,000 and credit cash in bank 60,000 to record partial payments of accounts. So this is belongs to page 2 already. So in accounts payable, okay, find the accounts payable accounting title. Okay, so this is okay, so is this debit or credit? So go back to the problem. Okay, so debit accounts payable, credit cash in bank. So this is the time that you are paying in partial to your supplier. So nagpartial kag payment sa imong supplier sa imong laundry service, laundry supplies rather, di ba? So March 24, March 25, partial payments of accounts JG2, since that's page 2 already, then 60,000. Okay, so your value parted with your credit, so go back to the transaction, so cash in bank, since you are giving cash to, partial payment to cash to your supplier, so cash in bank. 25, partial payments of accounts JG to 60,000. Okay, so last entry on March 30, rent expense, utilities expense, salary expense 5,000, 12,000, and 10,000. So credit cash in bank. So to sum up all the three expenses, so when you sum up this one, so total of 27,000 to record payment for expenses, or to record various to record payment for various expenses, since this is not just only one expenses, so we can say that various expenses. Okay, so go to the general ledger. Okay, so okay, so okay, here. Okay, rent expense. Okay, here's the salaries expense. So 2024 March 30 payment for salaries expense, GG 210. So as I mentioned earlier, in the under the last transaction of March 30, di ba, katong not just single entry, katong compound entries, no? So 10,000 payment for rent expense on March 30, 2024, GG to 5,000. And we have utilities, no? GG to 12,000 on 2024 March 30. Then what's your value parted with? Okay, so cash in bank amounting to 27,000. So let's check under the cash in bank if we posted already. Okay, so March 30, payment for various expenses, GG2, 27,000. Okay, so ma'am, clarification. So some of the accounting titles, there's no data already. So as I mentioned earlier, so you should indicate all the accounting titles, no? So there is no data in estimated and collectible accounts, because we will be using this one by next week in solving, no? Because there are some additional information in the problem, no? So that's continuation by the next uh, lesson, and we'll be using that problem by next, no? We'll just continue that. Okay, so we have here the accumulated depreciation. So you will just indicate, no, since that's given to the chart of account, so you should post that to the ledger. Okay, notes payable, no? So bisan pa og wala iya mo siya data, so ibutang gyapon na siya. Okay, notes, we have accrued advertising, no? We don't have data yet. Income and expense summary, this is the time that we're gonna close our ledgers, no? So there's no data yet. Uncollectible accounts, so those expenses that especially if our customers is not paying in full, so of course there will be charges, so sa remaining balances. So kana ganing mangutang ta og mga bumbay or 5-6, diba, og natay balance nagjuta, na pagyud na siya interest, no? Magbayad pagyud ta. So same with this, and we don't have depreciation expense yet. Okay, and laundry supplies expense, advertising expense, no data yet. Okay, so we are done posting to the general ledger, and next thing to do is uh, to get the balances of the general ledger in different accounting titles. So diba, as I mentioned or I discussed already during the general journal transactions or journalizing entries in the general journal of J. Fontanoza Laundry Services. So I restated, or I will be explaining that again to you now. So do you remember the mathematics operation, or the basic mathematics in addition and subtraction, the rule of addition and subtraction? So if positive, positive, that's E. addition or you need to subtract. Okay, so since positive positive, so add. The negative negative, so like sign, you should, 'di ba? You should add. But if unlike sign, plus plus minus, so you're going to deduct. So that's same procedure or same rule with debit and credit. So if all of these are debit debit debit, so you should sum up. If all of these are credit credit, you should sum up. But if I will let you to get the the balance, the normal balances of this account. So total this one, no, 850,000, 100,000, 45,000. That's total of 995,000. So 150,000 in credit, 4,000, 10,000, 1,000, 60,000, 27,000, total of 252,000. So this is the time that you should deduct 995,000 and 252,000 because according to the mathematical rule, so that's unlike sign. So you should minus, no? So debit to si credit, unlike sign man siya, so imong i-minus. And try to remember what would be the normal balances of cash in bank. Okay? So pag humani mong minus ana, since dako man ang normal balances man sa cash in bank is increase in the debit, so you should indicate the total balance in the account cash in bank under the debit side. So supposed to be this is written here in the particulars, no, but I will be placing here in the debit for us to determine easily if that uh, accounting title is increasing or not increasing, no. So the normal balances, we can determine the normal balances through writing the total uh, below the debit and the credit. So therefore, since I put here, so that the normal balances of cash in bank is in the debit. Okay, so also remember that you should not double line this first. That's only one line, no? So you should not double line this one if there's no balance at all. So you need to balance this one before you double line na duha ka linya. Okay? So next is we have the accounts receivable, no? So try to look at. So there's two transaction in the debit. We have in also second in the credit. So since that's unlike sign debit or credit, so you should deduct. So 80,000 minus 45,000, therefore 35,000. So underline only, not double line yet kay napamatay closing interest. So wala pa. So we have estimated uncollectible accounts, no entry, no data yet. Laundry supplies, excuse me, laundry supplies, so 90,000 pesos. So no need to double line or to underline yet because no transact there's no closing or adjusting entries yet. Okay, so same with laundry equipment, no. And we have a accumulated depreciation, no data yet, notes payable, so only one in the credit, no. And we have accounts payable 90,000 in the credit, and we have also 60,000 on the debit. So all you have to do is subtract, since this is unlike sign in our mathematical rule, 90,000 minus 60,000, so 30,000. So since accounts payable is increasing in the credit side, so mas dako man pud ring iyahang amount kaysa ni debit, no. So 30,000 ari na to ibutang sa credit. Okay, so you can underline, no, so no need to double line yet. So double line yet, you can put double line if you are balanced already. Okay, since napamantay utang, so nun wala sa dili sa nato i-balance or dili sa nato i-close. Because if ever there's no credit or debt yet, if there's no more utang or debt or account or credit, no, so maybe you could write here, no, same total. So if there will be same total here, so so if there will be same total 30,000 30,000, so if the normal balances is accounts payable, so you should write in the particulars zero if it is uh balance already or close already the accounts. So do not put yet because this is not closed already. So there's a transaction pa, additional information of transaction in the next solving process. So napanay mga continuation. So no data in accrued advertising, only one in the credit side, our initial investment of J Fontanoza Capital, so 850,000. So we have also debit on the in the drawing, no? So this is the time that you are withdrawing cash for your personal use, so debit only, no? Only one transaction. So there's no data in the income and expense summary. Laundry income, so we have only one credit, 80,000. Uncollectible accounts, no data yet. Depreciation expense, no data yet. And salaries expense 10,000. So same, no closing entries, no double line yet because no closing entries yet. Okay, utilities expense 12,000. Laundry supplies, no data yet. Taxes and licenses, only one data in the debit. Advertising expense, no data yet. And interest expense, placed on the debit, 1,000 pesos. Okay, so a short reminders to everyone. So um, when you're going to prepare a general ledger, so make sure that your general journal is really correct, no? So you already know or expert in journalizing entries, no? You should know how to debit, how to credit. You should know how to analyze what would be the value that you receive and the value parted with, because there might be tendency that you cannot balance if you don't know how to write the correct accounting title in the debit and credit. And there might be some errors if ever uh, you cannot post the correct amount, no, instead of 12,000, so you only input the 1,200. So there's a lot of problem already, or there's a big problem already into your trial balance or in the next competition of the requirement, because that's not anymore balance. So you should be careful, no? So you should be careful in posting to the ledger. And of course the date, the particulars, the folio, the debit and credit, all the data that is needed, you should not forget because you might be wrong. So the items here is individual in checking, including the account number, account title, and page number. Okay, so um here here are the or these are the account titles of the general ledger, and we are then posted the general journal to the following general uh, accounting titles here in the general ledger. Okay, so this is just a basic general ledger, and I hope you could understand, no, based on my explanation from the general journal and posting to the general ledger. Okay, so do not forget the discussion, no, from general journal, how I journalize, and how I post to the general ledger, and how I do it, because this is really important that you know the process. And I hope you should practice answering into your home and ask assistance to your classmates or to your leaders on how to analyze and how to do the process, because you cannot learn without practicing or without studying into your home. And you need to have a self-study, or you need to to do self-study for you to learn more, and do not just depend to your classmate, or do not just depend to me, because every one of you I cannot accommodate, no. So I hope you should invest more time for your practice in solving the problems. And then this general ledger, so we'll be using this one in getting the trial balance, statement of comprehensive income, statement of changes in equity and financial position. So you should be guided, no, you should be aware that in the next presentation, or in solving the next requirement, so I will be uh, referring to this transaction, or to this data in under the general ledger. So this is how crucial is the general ledger. So therefore you should be careful, and you should be attentive, and you should be not you should not be careless in recording. So you should uh, okay, so you should double check, no, all the data, so that you will not keep on repeating, no. So okay, I think that's all for the general ledger. And uh, just look for the computation of trial balance in the next video. Okay, so do not forget to like and share this video to your classmates or to your friends, so that they could learn also on how to solve this transaction, or how to post transaction from general journal to the general ledger. Okay, that's all for today. Okay, so thank you so much, and God bless everyone.